President Biden is in California, where he spoke about his administration's latest student debt forgiveness plan. 153,000 borrowers will soon receive emails to inform them that their debts have been forgiven. The total debt to be forgiven, $1.2 billion. CBS News Chief White House correspondent Nancy Cordes joins us from a library in Culver City where the president made that announcement. Nancy, how does this work?
The way this works, Major, and it's good to see you, is that about 150,000 Americans who took out student loans on the order of $12,000 or less and have been paying it off for more than 10 years would see the lingering debt simply forgiven. And this gets added to hundreds of thousands of other Americans who have already experienced student loan forgiveness because they qualified in other ways. This is part of a promise that the president made before he even took office to tackle student debt. He's not tackling it the way he wanted to, with a much more massive, sweeping program. Instead, he's doing it piece by piece because the Supreme Court threw out his last plan. But this is the latest piece he's unveiling today, and we're told there will be more down the road.
And Nancy, does the White House believe this particular approach, unlike the one invalidated by the Supreme Court, can withstand legal scrutiny?
Yes, this is a different process. They are using authority that they already have, but that's why you're seeing it rolled out in a piecemeal fashion, because they have to figure out which programs qualify, whose debt they can forgive and whose they can't, and it's a more laborious process. And instead of being a program that runs in the hundreds of billions of dollars, it's more targeted. It is less costly. It's also less grand than the president had wanted. He sees this as a major issue, the student debt that people get buried under right when they're starting out their lives, before they even know what they want to do as a career. But it is notable that he's able to do this at all, given the setback that the administration encountered at the hands of the Supreme Court.
And Nancy, every president goes to California for policy reasons. It's a big state, lots of population, lots of things happening. But almost all presidents also stop to raise money there. The president will be in San Francisco tonight after fundraisers in Los Angeles. What's the news on the president's re-elections campaign, fundraising, and how it positions them for what's ahead?
Right. You definitely come here to California because of the deep pockets and the big fundraisers. So the president has 4 of them here in California. He had 1 last night in Los Angeles. He's got 3 coming up in San Francisco tonight and tomorrow. And this comes on the heels of what the Biden team says was a record month in January, where they raised $42 million. It's really picking up as the November elections draw closer. They say they now have $130 million cash on hand, which is a record for a Democratic candidate at this point in the cycle, and puts them up about 3-1 over the Trump team. So it really highlights some of the struggles that the Trump campaign has had with fundraising in the face of his mounting legal bills.
And Nancy, on Friday, there will be an announcement from the White House about sanctions against Russia. Do we know anything more about that? And clearly the date is significant, a 2-year anniversary.
Right. It comes just before the 2-year anniversary of Russia invading Ukraine. And we do know some details. We know that these sanctions are going to be aimed at the defense sector. We know that they're going to be aimed at the parts of the economy that fund the war effort. So think perhaps oil and gas, raises a lot of money for the ongoing war effort. We know that the White House has been in close communication with U.S. allies in Europe, because they are also unveiling their own sanctions in a coordinated fashion timed to this 2-year anniversary, but also meant to send a strong signal to Vladimir Putin in the wake of the death of Alexei Navalny.
Nancy Cordes for us in California. Thank you so very much.